Hi all, welcome to the new video of computer network. In this video we are going to discuss about application layer and its functionalities. It is the closest layer to the end user. User can directly interact with the software application in using this layer. Application layer programs are based on client server architecture. Functionalities of application layers are: first one, identifying communication partners. The application layer identifies the availability of communication partners for an application with data to transmit. Next point, next functionality, determining resource availability. This layer determines whether sufficient network resources are available for the requested communication. And third functionality, synchronizing communication. All the communication occur between application requires cooperation which is managed by an application layer. The application programs using the client-server model should follow the given below strategies. This is the client-server architecture. Application layer programs are based on this architecture. That means client send a request to the server responds according to the request, then communication establishes. Some protocols in application software. First one, DNS. DNS means domain name system. It is a naming system that convert host name into corresponding IP addresses. It is a service that translates the domain name into IP addresses. DNS allows the users of network to utilize user-friendly names when looking for other hosts instead of remembering the IP addresses. Next, Telnet. It is the abbreviation for terminal network. It provides a connection to the remote computer in such a way that local terminal appears to be at the remote side. There are two types of login. First one, local login. In this login, when a user log into a local computer, it is called local login. When the workstation running terminal emulator, the keystrokes entered by the user are accepted by the terminal driver. The terminal driver then passes these characters to the operating system, which in turn invokes the desired application program. Next types of login, remote login. You can access from anywhere else. When the user wants to access an application program on a remote computer, then the user must perform remote login. This is the figure for remote login. Congestion control in computer network. We know that a congestion is a state occurring network layer when the message traffic is so heavy that it slows down network response time. Effects of congestion: as delay increases, performance decreases. If delay increases, retransmission occurs, making situation worse. Using leak bucket algorithm, we can explain congestion control mechanism. Imagine a bucket with a small hole in the bottom. No matter at what rate water enters the bucket, the outflow is at constant rate. When the bucket is full with water, additional water entering splits over the sides and is lost. Similarly, each network interface contains a leaky bucket and the following steps are involved in leaky bucket algorithm. Step 1. When host want to send packet is thrown into the bucket. Second step, the bucket leaks at a constant rate, meaning the network interface transmits packets at a constant rate. Third step, bursty traffic is converted into a uniform traffic by the leaky bucket. And step 4, last step. In practice, the bucket is finite queue that outputs a finite rate. How remote login occurs at the local site. The user sends the keystrokes to the terminal driver. The characters are then sent to the Telnet client. The Telnet client, which in turn transforms the characters to a universal character set known as network virtual terminal characters and delivers them to the local TCP/IP stack. In the case of remote size, how it's work, the commands in NVT forms are transmitted to the TCP/IP the remote machine. Here the characters are delivered to the operating system and then passed to the Telnet server. This Telnet server transforms the characters which can be understandable by a remote computer. However, the characters cannot be directly passed to the operating system as a root operating system does not receive the characters from the Telnet server. Therefore, it requires some piece of software that can accept the characters from the Telnet server. The operating system then passes these characters to the appropriate application programs. This is about application software. Thank you all.